Okay, we're going to try to finish up lesson 12, Shiur 12. And it's been a while since I've gotten around to this, but we're going to try to see what we can do today. And there's a paragraph that is on this one. And I'm going to try to decipher that and see what it has to say. I think it has to do with Rosh Hashanah, one of the Jewish holidays. I say Jewish holiday, even though we keep the 7 feasts of Yahweh as stipulated in Leviticus 23. They're not the feasts of the Jews, by the way. They're the feasts of Yahweh. Read it yourself in Leviticus 23. And then it is referred to one time in one of the Gospels, the book of John. It's called the Feast of the Jews. Now, there's a reason for that. So don't just assume, as most of Christianity has assumed, following the Roman Catholic Church and her particular declarations, that means that they belong to the Jews. No, these are the feasts of Yahweh because they testify to the ministry of the Son, Yahushua Messiah, or Jesus Christ, as he's known in the churches. So with that being said, we are going to see what we can come up with here on this lesson. So before I get started here, let me knock off this window here. Okay, all right, I think we're all set. So last time we did this little discussion here. The Aliyad Otobus Mesafer 9, Mesiper. I think it's Mesiper is what that says there. And we did that little discussion there. It might be Mispar. I'm going to double check that because now I'm curious again. If I can get the right program to come up. Mispar. Yeah. Misbar. That's kind of a strange sounding word there. Misbar. It means number 9. And then la università, to the university. Okay, so we did that part. We did these down here, She'alot, Betu Shabot, questions and answers. And then we looked at this linsua. I think that's what that was. Linsua, meaning to go. Linsua. Yeah, meaning to travel. Linsua. Okay. All right. And then we did this Targila 1. And I got a little frustrated here because they were using so much cursive, and I did my best to not have to do the cursive because it just adds more complexity that it needs to be when I'm putting these videos out. But I thought, okay, I'll put a couple videos of cursive on so that you guys can see what the book has. And so we did that. There's a couple of videos there. I think there's enough material for you guys to go over that over and over again and learn this cursive stuff, and for myself as well, because I haven't really put a whole lot of effort into cursive, Hebrew cursive. I just have found it as, what's the point? Everything's on a phone now. I mean, I hardly ever write with the hand anymore. But in Israel, if you're writing with the hand, just personal correspondence, well, it's in cursive. So they still use cursive over there. And I don't even know if there's any grade schools here in the United States that still use cursive. I don't know that. I'm not sure. Maybe they do. But everybody today has a phone. We're in a modern age, and everybody today has a phone, just about, or a computer or tablet. And what are you doing? You're on the little keyboard, and it's all block script. It's all block character. So with that being said, let's go down here to our vocabulary here. Okay, so we have Chag, which means holiday, or Chagim, holidays. And then we have Canyon. I think that is Canyon. How do you pronounce that? That means a shopping mall. Canyon. Yeah.
Canyon.
Canyon. Canyon. Shopping mall.
Canyon.
Canyon. Okay, and then I think this is ain. And because it uses Surrey, those two little dots down there, that's Surrey. Ain. I might have to type that one in. Get rid of some of these. Yeah. Yeah, like not or there is not. There is no. Okay, that's what we need right there. There is no.
N.
N. They pronounce it's kind of like N.
N.
It's like an AY, but it's got a yod next to it. N.
N. N.
N. N.
N. N.
No, no, without there is no.
N.
N. Okay. Now for when I first started learning this stuff, to some places it had a patach under there, which is a bar. So it's like ein, kind of like that, but it's N in this case.
N.
All right, so now we have Bahagim. So like in the holidays or on the holidays, Rosh Hashanah, okay. So it's going to tell us a little bit about Rosh Hashanah in this paragraph here. And let me get my trusty electronic pen. And so that I can follow along here. Okay, so we have Barosh Hashanah. So on Rosh Hashanah, Annette, let's see, no set. I think that's no set means travels. And the reason why it's no set is because it's talking about Annette, which is feminine singular. No set. No set. Yeah.
Nosat.
Oh, look at that. Nosat.
Nosat.
Nosat. Okay. So Annette Nosat. Okay. And then Habaita. So that's to the house. Okay. So on Rosh Hashanah, Annette travels to the house. Habaita, or to her house. I bet you that hay there. Let's put it all in there. For Rosh Hashanah, Annette Nosat Habaita. Yeah, to her house. Because that's the hay of direction, I think, right there. The hay of direction. To her house.
Rosh Hashanah, Annette Nosat Habaita.
Yeah, Habaita. Okay. Okay, and then Le Tel Aviv. Okay, so in Tel Aviv, to Tel Aviv, rather. The Lamed means to Tel Aviv. Okay, and then Abba Va'ima, so the father and mother, Lo Ovdim. The father and mother do not Ovdim, do not work. I bet you that's work. Ovdim. Might be Ovdim.
Ovdim.
Yeah, Ovdim. Okay, so they're not working because on Rosh Hashanah, it's a holiday. Okay, they're not working Barosh Hashanah. Okay. Okay, so we have let's see, Baboker. So in the morning, Baboker. Let's see here. Let's see, Hamishpaka. Okay, yeah, Hamishpaka, the family. Hulachet, the family walks. Labayit Knesset to the Knesset, huh? Labayit Knesset. Yeah. Okay, to the synagogue.
לבית כנסת.
Lebeit Knesset.
לבית כנסת.
Lebeit Knesset. Okay, so Hamishpaka Hulchet Lebeit Knesset. That's right. That's bait because it's connected to Knesset, which is synagogue. Okay, but Rev and that. So in the evening, on that Hulchet, oh, she goes or she's walking. Im with Ima with her mother. Shelha. That's now this shelha means possession, and the hay is in reference to Annette with her mother. Let's see, la canyon to the shopping mall, la canyon to the shopping mall. Hen, that's they, feminine plural. Because notice that because it's got the noon, so feet there. They, feminine plural. No suot. And I think that's how you pronounce that. No suot. Or it might be no soap. No soap. Okay. All right, let's try this one.
נוסעות.
No soap.
נוסעות.
No soap. Okay, so hen no soap. Let me clear this up. Okay, hen no soap. They travel. Lasham, I think that's to there. Bamekonit, okay, in a car. Bamekonit would be like in a vehicle. Shel Ima, which belongs to her mother. Okay, Bamekonit, Shel Ima. Okay, Akshuv, or it's Akshav, I bet you. Akshav. Did I get that right?
עכשיו.
Akshav. Okay, so now Annette, Va'ima, and her mother, Nimsaot. Okay, I remember that one. Nimsaot. Nimsaot. Yeah.
נמצאות.
Nimsaot are Bacanyon in the shopping mall. So now Annette and her mother, Nimsaot, Bacanyon, okay, are in the shopping mall. Akanot Gadol. So this is a big shopping mall. Akanot Gadol Me'or. That's not just a big shopping mall, it's a very big shopping mall. Akanyon Gadol Me'od. So it's like a very big shopping mall, because that Me'od means it's like really emphasis. Okay. Vahen and they, that's feminine plural. Holachot, they are traveling. Holachot, they are walking. Vahulachot, they are walking and walking. It's like emphasis. They're walking and walking. Why are they walking? Have you ever gone to like a gigantic shopping mall? Your feet will hurt if you spend a lot of time there looking at as many shops as possible. I've been to one, and yeah, my feet hurt afterward. So they, vehen holachot, they're walking and walking. Oh, look at this. Veholachot. Veholachot, veholachot, veholachot. They're walking and walking and walking. Okay, so this is what they're doing in the Canyon shopping mall. All right, so now that is Rosh Hashanah. Hoshana, rather, Rosh Hashanah. And let me double check that. I think that Yom Teruah is Feast of Trumpets, but I think that might be what the Jews do. See, this is, now there's a little bit of, it's a bit of a, Rosh Hashanah is a bit of a controversial thing among some in the Messianic community because it's not definitively Yom Teruah, which is one of the 7 feasts listed in Vayikra 23 or Leviticus 23. Now, if you look on Rosh Hashanah on Wikipedia, it's also designated as the start of the year, and that's the controversial part. Because if you study the scriptures carefully, you'll find that Aviv 1 is the start of the year, and that's in spring. But you see, the Jews, they culturally appropriated some pagan concepts when they were in Babylon. Now, if you're a Jew out there, please don't be offended. Maybe there's no help for it. But this is what the Messianic, the purists within the Messianic understand to be true, because the Bible sets Aviv 1 as the beginning of the new year, and that's in the spring when life springs anew. So because of certain Babylonian cultural appropriations, and notice how even in pagan society in the United States, I call pagan society, they say they're Christian, but let's face it, the Catholic Church appropriated pagan viewpoints in order to bring in these pagans into the Christian faith. So they made a lot of compromises, and they didn't want to be looked upon as Jews because the Jews, they keep things that are strange. So what we're going to do is we're going to start a Gentile religion. I don't know why I'm getting into this. I just feel like somebody needs to understand this out there. And so the Jews also appropriated some pagan stuff in their practice. And Rosh Hashanah is one of those things. But really, it's supposed to be Yom Teruah, which is the Feast of Trumpets, and that means day of shouting or blasting. Okay. Now it's Rosh Hashanah on its own is not pagan, but to ascribe the beginning of the year is a pagan concept. That's clearly shown in Scripture because Aviv 1 is the biblical beginning of the year, and all of pagan society ascribes the beginning of the year in the dead of winter. Have you ever noticed that? Why would they subscribe the beginning of the year in the dead of winter? It doesn't even make sense with nature. When nature blooms and the grass comes up and the trees bloom and the flowers come out, that's the biblical and culturally correct new year. Okay, Aviv 1. So anyway, I don't want to belabor that too much. Maybe I already have. All right, so let's go down to Yom Kippur. Look at that, Yom Kippur. Now this is in Leviticus 23, Vayikra 23. It's in there. Yom Kippur. This is definitely supported, and just about every concept, except as we understand it in Yom Kippur. Let me look this up real quick here. Okay, so in Yom Kippur, the idea is, and if you study in Leviticus 23, you are fasting, you are petitioning the Almighty, you are repenting, you are subjecting the flesh. That's what the fasting is all about. And you are showing yourself like in sackcloth and ashes, and you are saying to Elohim, oh, forgive me for my failures, if I said a mean word to somebody, if I did a mean action to someone, if I broke your law in some way, if I, neglected you, if I was lazy about your commandments in some way. There's a lot of different reasons that people might, want to afflict themselves through fasting on Yom Kippur. And the idea is that, back in the days when there was animal sacrifices, the high priest would go in and he would sacrifice the lamb or the goat, And there's a whole mythos around this because it has to do with some miraculous things that would happen in the tabernacle and then carried into David's temple, or Solomon's temple rather, and even into Herod's temple later on. For example, like the string that they would put on the I forget if it's the scapegoat or whether it's the one being sacrificed. But anyway, you can read about some of that in Flavius Josephus's War of the Jews. And Yom Kippur was where they would sacrifice and hope that the Almighty would pronounce a covering. Kippur means covering. A covering from what? Well, from the devil and his destructive devices, essentially, because the devil is not your friend. And without Yahweh Almighty, or now today for us as believers, Yeshua's blood atonement, you are in trouble, buddy. The devil's going to get you. So you've got to have that covering to protect you and your family. So that's what Yom Kippur is about. So that's a bit of the history and kind of the religious idea here. Let's take a look at this. I'm going to go back to the Hebrew now. Yom Kippur. Okay, so but Yom Kippur. So on the day of Yom Kippur, ani no, I think that's nosa. See, I travel. That's the travel one by car. Usually it means by some conveyance. Nosa. Yeah.
Nosea.
Nosea. Yeah, nosea. I'm traveling. Okay, so B'Yom Kippur ani nosea habayita to my house. Let's see, Lin Haria. In Lin, that might be the to Lin Haria. Lin Haria. Yeah, yeah, it's a town, Naharia, Linharia.
Lenaharia.
Linaharia.
Lenaharia.
Linaharia. Okay, so to my house in Linaharia. Okay, ani holek, say I am walking with Hahorim. I think that's let's see, Hahorim is like Hahorim. Yeah, the parents.
Hahorim.
Hahorim. Okay, so im with parents, shali, and that's possession to me, with my parents. Okay, labayit, or it could be labait. I think that's bait right there because it's connected to Knesset. Labait Knesset, which is synagogue. Labait Knesset, synagogue. Anachnu, and we, lo, let's see, nosim, we are not traveling by car, but mekonit. We're not traveling by car. Nosim b'mekonit. Okay, anachnu holachim, we are walking b'regel. And now that's by feet, on foot, b'regel. Holekim b'regel. Yeah.
Holchim b'regel.
Yeah, holachim b'regel. They're walking on foot. Okay, there is no beer hole. There is not on this, let's see, beer hole. Autobusim. Okay, so there is not beer hole. I think on the street. Beer hole. Yeah, in the street.
In the street. Barechov.
Barachov.
Barechov.
Barachov.
Barechov.
Okay, so it's not Beerhov, it's Barachov. In Barachov autobusim. Okay, so there is not on the street autobuses. Okay, so there's no buses running because it's Yom Kippur. They take seriously this holiday in Israel, very seriously. Ve'ein mekonion. Let's say it's like mekoni, yeah, mekoni. Mekoniot, that's it. And there are no cars running. Mekoniot. The N Mekoniot. There we go. Yeah.
ואין מכוניות.
Ve'en mekoniot. Okay, so ve'en mekoniot, and there are no cars. But Yom Kippur. Okay, so on Yom Kippur, this is the Day of Atonement. On a shame, men. Let's see, Anajim people, lo no seem. They are not being conveyed by vehicles. That's what it's saying. They're not going by vehicles. Bamekonit. In other words, not they're not being conveyed by cars. Bamekonit velo no seem but autobus, but autobus. I think it's but autobus. Below nosim באוטובוס. Yeah.
ולא נוסעים באוטובוס.
Yeah, but באוטובוס. Just kind of have to train myself to say that. באוטובוס. Let's see. So, and they're not traveling by bus. Not traveling by car. They're not traveling by bus. Him, that's like they. It's either mixed plural or it's masculine plural. So in this case, it's mixed. Because obviously it's women and men that are going together. Holachim baragil. I think it was baragil. Him holachim baragil.
הם הולכים ברגל.
Yeah, baregil.
הם הולכים ברגל.
Him holachim baregil. Okay, so they are walking on foot. Okay, so that's Yom Kippur. So it's a very holy day. Not allowed to have buses running, not allowed to have cars running in Israel. You're walking on foot to Beit Knesset, which is synagogue, Beit Knesset, synagogue. All right. Hey, I really kind of enjoyed that myself, going through those. I hope you did as well. Okay, so look at this picture here. Look at this. This is a picture of Yom Kippur. Look at that, Yom Kippur. Let's see here. This says Siur shall Me'ur Itzion. Let's see. Go Tel Aviv. Okay, let me see if I can get that. Siur shall Me'ur Itzin. I don't know if that's it or not. I might have to type it in manually here. That looks like a Nun Safit, maybe. Yeah, it's got to be a Nun Safit. Okay, a painting by Maurizio. Let's see. Gottlieb. Yeah, Gottlieb. By Maurizio Gottlieb. A painting by Maurizio Gottlieb. Okay.
ציור של מאוריציו גוטליב.
Yeah, Maureen Gottlieb. So it'd be like it's like in Anglicanized, it would be like Maurizio Gottlieb. Okay, Maurizio Gottlieb. Okay, and this is 1878. Okay, interesting. That's a painting. Okay, so that's it for Shiur 12. Look at that. Shiur. Sometime by
שיעור.
Yeah, Shiur.
שיעור.
It's hard to get that for an English speaker. It's hard to get that R sound. It's like It blends into the previous letter. Shi'ur. Shi'ur. Okay, for lessons. Shi'ur. All right. Okay, I think I did pretty good on that. And now we have Shi'ur 13. Okay, bubble care in the morning. Let's see here. We have Me'ayin. This might be a question, possibly. Me'ayin. Me'ayin. I have to reset my Me'ayin. Yeah, it's Me'ayin. Me'ayin. Come on. My phone wants to act funky on me now. Okay, from where? Okay, so Me'ayin, from where?
מאין.
Me'ayin.
מאין.
Me'ayin. Okay, so Me'ayin is here. From where? This mem preposition means from. Okay, and then ba'a. Look at that. Ba'a. It means come. Ba'a. Come. Interesting. Ba'a. It looks like it's either one. Okay, so this ba is masculine singular, this one here, and this one is feminine singular, ba'a. Come. Okay, so if it has to do with a girl, then it's ba'a. But if it has to do with a man or a boy, it's ba. Okay. Let's see here. I think what I'm going to do is tie this up neatly here on Shi'ur 13 because I want to get to a little bit of that William Wall, but that finishes up lesson 12. So it's just a half an hour class, at least on the Hebrew, but I want to see if I can get to another one. And then I'll start fresh on Shi'ur 13 for you guys when I can get around to it. Looks like this one is going to be comprehensive. This one could be like a 3-video, like a 3-hour ordeal here. But we'll just continue practicing together. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this. And if I can get the right, there we go. Okay, so send me an email. Okay, and then also we have Sabbath services every Saturday, which is the Sabbath, by the way. Okay, and that's Eastern Standard Time, 11 a.m. And this is the Yahad. And basically all you have to do is put this into your browser, theyahad.com, and that takes you to a Zoom room. Hey, you don't have to have a account for Zoom, I don't think. It'll get you in there and it'll assign like just a number or something to you. I don't know. And so we have Rab Karti. He's a pretty interesting guy to listen to coming up on the docket. So we have a rotation of preachers and teachers. If you're getting anything out of these, if you'd like to send a donation to our local Yahad here in Greenwood, or if you would like to send some money to missions we have a missionary fellowship in Haiti. It's basically a school, many little children who are learning about our Father's ways. I mean, how many schools are like that where they're teaching them the actual commandments? think about that. If you're out there and you have some money you would like to send, you can actually contact Dr. Snyder about that, and that is farolyahad@gmail.com. I believe that's the email. Reach out to him and he'll give you a PayPal link for the Haitian, which is basically Haitian school. And we have a member down there that basically helps run that school. And any donations are greatly appreciated. You know that Haiti is extremely impoverished. And so just keep working at your disciplines out there. Working at your disciplines. Continue to increase, just like the blessing that was given to our father Abraham, to increase. As long as you are moving forward, you're not sliding backwards. But the danger, my friend, is standing still. You're standing still, you're not really standing still. You're sliding backwards. So keep pressing toward the goal in Messiah Yeshua. And I will wish you all lahit ra'ot. Shalom, shalom.